What's up, Chris? Ron Killings. You here for an interview?
Yeah.
I can cut you a promo that will have you at the edge of your seat. I can cut you a promo that'll have you behind your seat. I know all the aspects there is to being great entertainment.
I see right through you, Tommaso Ciampa.
What's the difference between Ron Killings and R-Truth?
Ron Killings is predictable. R-Truth, you never know what you're gonna get.
Bringing the ladder out in the middle of the Royal Rumble?
That was a fan's idea.
The crowd starts getting behind it.
They co-signed the book.
What's the impromptu thing you're most proud of?
The Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar thing.
You've got a hell of a career.
Still ain't done yet.
That's the thing.
I don't think I'm supposed to be here, though.
That's it. R-Truth's out of here. You're finally making this happen, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Long time awaited, yes.
We've been talking about this for a while.
It's good, I know, right?
So thank you for making this happen.
Oh, thank you, man.
You
Get it moving.
You do not age. It's incredible.
I wish I didn't age. Thank you, man. Thank you for the kind words. I hear that a lot, man, and it's good to know.
It's crazy, though, because if you look at a clip of you from 10 years ago, you look the exact same as you do right now.
I get that a lot. And I get a lot of that online as well, too, so I like that.
Yeah. Is there a secret to staying young, looking young?
Daniel Bryan always said this. I don't have a... Time just doesn't exist to me. I feel like we have to make time for time, in a sense, you know what I'm saying? So I don't look at it as, oh, you're too old for this or you're too young for that. I just look at it like we have time to adapt, evolve, create. We have time to make time for time.
So you're like, time's the most important currency we have.
Time is the key to everything. Timing, time plays so much. So it affects our lives in so many different ways.
Yeah. The
way we look, the way we age, our success rate, troubles we get in. Time is the essence of life to me.
At what age did you realize that?
I'm still realizing it. Again, we I don't care how old you are, you never stop learning on this earth. We're always learning. You know what I'm saying? We're always evolving. We're always recreating. Time is always going.
Yeah. Did you always think that you'd be doing this for a living?
I knew I would be doing something, Chris. I didn't know it would be this, but I knew it was something. I knew I had a calling. I knew the man upstairs had big hopes for me. I had the desire. I had the heart. I had the want. I had the ambition. It was just time to put some work behind it.
Where did it start to feel like it was realistic to do something in entertainment?
Oh, wow, man. I don't know. It's just always been in me. What I felt, I guess I would say, to pinpoint your question, I would say probably when I could say I made it. My first WWE contract, first time, you know what I'm saying, leaving NWA Wildside to being on television.
Yeah.
Was like that sense of, this is what I was meant to do.
But there's got to be a moment before that where you're a kid with a dream, right? Mm-hmm. But it's just a dream. How does it start to feel like it's something you could actually chase after?
Always, from the time it become a dream.
Man.
From the time you develop that dream, if you believe it, you're supposed to achieve it. You're supposed to go with it. You're supposed to roll with it. You got to run towards it. Yeah, so the feeling comes from the dream.
What's the difference between Ron Killings, that character as a wrestler, and the R-Truth that we see now in WWE?
Oh, wow. Ain't that much of a difference, man. But there is a difference. Ron Killings he's a father, he's a husband, he's a son, he's a friend. He's all those things above. R-Truth shares that with Ron Killings. I would say share because when I'm R-Truth, I'm R-Truth. That's up and down. Always. What's up, Chris? Ron Killings, dog.
Yeah.
I'm here for an interview?
Yeah. Oh, we're getting serious now. Yeah.
I'm here for an interview.
This is what's so great about you. It's so great about this. There's a fine line, right, between R-Truth and Ron Killings. Yeah, we got cameras here.
I don't think I'm supposed to be here.
Oh, man.
Where's Chris at?
I'm right here. Oh, no. That's it. R-Truth's out of here.
I'm just joking. See, at first you would think like, this joker concussed or something, right? You think it's something crazy, but nah. They're just giving you a little part of that right there. That's a little of our truth. Unpredictable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ron Killings is predictable. You pretty much know I'm on key, I'm on schedule, I'm on point. You know what I'm saying? Our truth, you never know what you're going to get.
There's a lot of WWE fans that will look at your resume and they'll go, that guy was the NWA champion? R-Truth, the 54-time 24/7 champion?
Yeah.
How different was that version of you?
Oh, man, that was a running wild version of me. That was a, If and a lot of people never see me as that version.
Yeah.
They know me as the happy-go-lucky. That was more of a younger, enraged, immature. I would say I was immature because I didn't know that much. Talent is talent. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, we all got talent. Talent is talent. But knowing how to use the talent at the right time, they go timing again. Knowing, you know what I'm saying? Like I had a lot to develop when I was running the Truth Killings, the NWA time. I had a lot to develop mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. I think I was just evolving into who I was. You know what I'm saying? Who was to become, because there's a lot of, when people see R-Truth now, they don't know Ron Killings had a lot of depression. Ron Killings had a lot of hatred. Ron Killings had I had a lot of things going on in my life, my mind, still at the same time trying to juggle a career. So a lot of what you saw from Ron the Truth Killings, the NWA, that was like real, that was real, a lot of stuff that was built up in me.
It seems like a real lightness though to you now.
Yeah, because I know now. It's different, man, when you're in the dark, you don't know. I've been there. That's why the R-Truth Catholic can relate to so many people, because I've been one of you. I was that guy with no sense of direction, but a hope and a dream, ambition, you know what I'm saying? But when you're in the dark, man, it's like not knowing is the worst place to be.
So where'd that change for you?
When I started learning, when I started seeing the light, when I started thinking differently, when I started going different routes, not going to different places I used to be at night. My song, that song called Making the Cut, cutting certain things out of your life to where if you don't let go of certain things, you can't grab nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of like evolving and adapting. When you do that, you start learning more. You start seeing things different. You start adapting. You start, you know what? Maybe I should do it this way right here. There's always a way to skin a cat. You just got to find a way to do it.
Are there certain points of your career where we can see this happening, this awakening happening before us?
Oh my goodness, yes. If you go back to the beginning of my career, all the way to me and Road Dogg at WWF New York, you know what I'm saying, the restaurant, to now, I know now. I know what I possess. I know how to entertain. I know psychology. I know how to tell a story. I can cut you a promo that will have you at the edge of your seat. I can cut you a promo that'll have you behind your seat. I can, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know all the aspects there is to being a great entertainer. And back then, I had all the tools, but I didn't know how to use them.
How did you find this comedic side of yourself?
I've always been funny. I think we all funny, man. It's timing. I think just being able to, and I'm best at it on the spot. It's nothing I can just, I mean, I can be creative and think of it too, but like on the spot, funny is just, that's what my strong points is.
Are you not coming up with most of this stuff ahead of time?
Hell no. Excuse me, can you cuss on here?
Of course.
Oh, hell. Hell no.
Since when is hell a cuss word?
Yeah. Well, they say it's a cuss word. They say it ain't PG, so you know what I'm saying? Right? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the first one to say hell on the show, dog. You know what I'm saying?
You could say hell.
Other people don't curse too, right?
You can say whatever you want.
Can't say motherfucker on here.
You just did.
Did I?
Yeah.
I didn't say that. R-Truth said that.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
See?
Yeah.
You tried to get me. Yeah. Okay.
You're not coming up with that stuff in advance?
No, most of the stuff, no. It comes like on the fly. Even in pre-tapes, backstage stuff, I sometimes don't tell her what I'm going to say because I don't know what I'm going to say. It's the moment. You have to ride the wave.
What's the impromptu thing you're most proud of?
Probably the Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar thing. That was, I come to the Gorilla and Paul was there. He's like, hey, we got a bet going on. I was like, what bet? He's like, that you can make Brock laugh. I said, what you mean? He said, we're not going to tell him what you're going to say. We don't want to hear what you're going to say. I said, man, I think we should let Brock know what we're going to do. He said, no, we're not going to let Brock know at all. And that was the most improv thing that came off like sliced bread. It was just great.
It was so good.
Yes.
You got Brock Lesnar to break.
Yes. That was one of my, notch on my belts right there.
Who have you tried to get to break that will not break?
Nobody. I haven't tried to break anybody. It just happens, man. We all got that funny. Everybody got a funny bone. You know what I'm saying?
Well, how are they not going to laugh?
Exactly. If you said timing, it's all timing. And I think a lot of people when they're in a promo with me or they're in a backstage with me, I think their guard is up so much because of that it's easy to penetrate. Because when you try not to do something too hard, too good, you end up doing it. You see what I'm saying? So like the reverse psychology type thing. So
yeah,
you have to just like be yourself. I'm going to be myself.
You in the ring with Triple H was so good.
Yes.
Because you're setting this up. You're like a genie. Tommaso Ciampa.
Yes. And Hunter was another one that was like, he was like, you know what? I got to get through this. When we get through this, I'm not going to break. This is business. And I've been on Hunter for a long time. So I kind of like, I know his funny spots. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know the funny spots on him. I know what to say to like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was one of the moments I was waiting on.
The look on his face is like,
yes, and he was trying to hold it in. He was trying his best to hold that in. He was not going to give me that one.
I interviewed Damian Priest recently, and you got him to break, which was great. But he said, like, he turned away from the one camera because he didn't want to, like, show that he was breaking.
Yeah.
He turned around, and there just happened to be another camera.
Another camera right there on him. Got you right here, DP. Yeah. You can't hide from the cameras. They're everywhere. Yes.
So good.
I love it, man. I love it. And it just shows the different elements, man, with the entertainment that we do. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think people give you enough credit for how smart you are about all of this. And I think that might just be a testament to how good you are at playing this character, that there's people who think that you're like R-Truth all the time.
Yes. They really think I'm like that all the time, man. Y'all really do. But, hey, I mean, I don't want to bust nobody's bubble. Shit. I mean, excuse me. I mean, half the time I think I'm like that too.
No.
Yeah.
I think that to pull things off at the level that you pull them off, you have to be really smart to be able to do that.
You do. Timing, knowing your audience, knowing the people you're talking to. It's like, it's kind of weird. I'm giving my secret out to whatever, but as soon as I come into contact with people, I'm already analyzing you. I'm already analyzing everything around me. I don't know if that's just my upbringing or streets or what, but I'm analyzing everything about you to where I know your temperament.
Yeah. I
know how I can make you laugh. I know if you're a jolly guy. I know if you're a stick in the mud. I know if you're like one of the, I'm not going to laugh at nothing. You know what I'm saying? I know if you're, I just know you now.
Yeah.
And it takes me a couple minutes. All you have to do is sit and listen.
So you're like reading people.
Always.
Man.
Always.
You see, there's so much more to you than people would ever think.
Yes. And you can read people without even looking at them.
In what way?
Energy. Vibe. Feel.
Yeah.
Real stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I love this.
Yes.
We're going deep on this.
Yes, man. Yes.
At what point did John Cena find out that he was your childhood hero?
Oh, man. I broke him too with that one. I broke him too. That was good, man. And they're still running with it.
Of course.
Still running with it. I love it, man. And it's like
on commentary, they will bring it up all the time.
and I'm not gonna bust nobody's bubble.
It's hilarious.
I'm not a bubble buster. You know what I'm saying? So I love it. He is my childhood hero. I would be, you know what I'm saying, Lays Cross, watch him every Saturday morning.
Did you tell him in advance that you were going to do that?
No, they actually had it written out, and I was like, "Oh, this is funny." But I did. I text John and asked him about dressing like him, and I got the ha ha ha, the laugh here. You know what I'm saying? The emoji. He, I think it's great. Yeah, I think it's great. Run with it. So I just I become my childhood hero.
Did you,
with his blessings?
Did you ask for his blessing to do the 5-knuckle shuffle?
Yes, everything, even to wear the shorts. He said, "Truth, you don't have to ask me to wear shorts in the ring." I said, "Man, but I want to be you. I want to everything you do, walk, talk. I mean, I'm saying, how do you hold your head to the side? I want to do everything. I want to be, you know what I'm saying, you." He said, "Run with it."
Man, so good.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest, man.
Everybody says that about you.
About me?
Yes.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so. You know what I'm saying? But people talk behind your back too now. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody behind your back says Truth is the best.
That's what's up, man. And that's why I hope I can lead the business like that, to where there's nothing, nobody have no discomfort about being around me, working with me. Truth is all good. Truth is solid.
But it hasn't always been that way. From what you were saying earlier, right?
What you mean? What you talking about, Chris? What you talking about? Oh, my dark days?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but that's all mental stuff. That's all like, man, just crashing. That comes from, if you ain't ever been down, you wouldn't understand. If you've been down, you would understand. Like, if you ever been broken, you understand. To be broken as a man, it's like, especially when you have people depending on you. When you have kids, you have, you know what I'm saying, a woman at home, parents, you have people depending on you that's looking up to you. And when you're broken, man, you have to dig down deep and find a way out. And sometimes it's hard to. Sometimes you find your way out better without being around people than being around people. Sometimes people consoling you and babying you and pampering you, kind of like, it makes you miss the essence of feeling that rugged. Because when you go down, that's just setting you up for a big come up. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to feel all of that, man, and go through the roller coaster ride of it, man. And I felt every roller coaster ride you can feel, from losing, loss, whether it was a family member, my sister, whether it was a relationship, well, regardless of what, to lose in life, man, it makes you feel like a loser. So I've been down that road. So those times, those dark times, was me just like all that stuff just bottled in. And learning, adapting, evolving with life taught me to like release.
Yeah.
And once you release, man, you'd be surprised at how much stuff you can grab. You know what I'm saying? You can grab influence. You can grab some more motivation, some more ambition, some more discipline, some more love, some more compassion. You can grab those lighter and brighter things that'll take you away from the dark.
Mm.
So just like going from that to where I'm at now, man, it's day and night to me. As in physically, you can see it on me, I feel it in me, and I shine for people.
There is a good chance that you have a subscription that you're paying for, but you're not using. In fact, there's an 85% chance of that. I just learned that 85% of people pay for at least one subscription a month that goes unused. Thanks to Rocket Money, I can see all my subscriptions in one place and cancel the ones I'm not using anymore. And now I'm saving more money. Rocket Money is the personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. years. Since it's the start of a new year, now is the perfect time to get organized and set goals and prioritize what's most important to you. And for a lot of people, that is their finances. Rocket Money has over 5 million users, and they've saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's premium features. So cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster by going to rocketmoney.com/CVV. That's rocketmoney.com/CVV. The link is also down below.
I love the passion that you have for life and the curiosity that you have for life.
You have to have it, man. You have to. If not, life will do you in.
You know, I love that quote. It's that we don't get old because we stop playing. We stop playing. We don't stop playing because we get old. We get old because we stop playing.
Yes. Man, you know what? Being that you said that, my daughters, they dance, and one of her dance friends, mom and dad, asked me, "How do you stay in shape so much? How do you know, you're 52 and you're doing this, you're doing that?" I said, "I never stopped working out since high school." And I asked them, I said, "When was the last time you did a jumping jack?" And they laughed. But I was serious. When was the last time you did a jumping jack? But you look like you work out. So I can't question you like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, he looked very dapper. Look at him. Look very dapper.
Thank you.
Little muscle coming out everywhere. Okay. So yeah, man. So it's like, this is book Daniel Brown had me to read. It was called Supper Like a Leopard. And it was about an animal. An animal is always going to be an animal. We as humans, sometimes we get lackadaisy, we get too comfortable, and we stop doing the things that we normally, to keep this engine going, keep this vehicle moving, we stop doing those things.
Yeah.
Then you got joints tightening up, stiffening up, can't move, can't bend down and what's that. I never stopped, Chris.
Yeah.
I never stopped.
Yeah. Motion is lotion.
Motion is lotion, yes. Vaseline too. You know what I'm saying?
I think that was a DDP quote.
Lubricate those joints, man. Yes.
The Vaseline.
Yes.
Is this the most fun you're having in your career right now?
Yes, it is. The most fun I'm having in my career. Because I'm clear-headed, man. I'm happy. I'm in a good space, good spot, man. Everything bounces off me, man. It's just, I'm good to go now.
And you can tell.
Yeah.
You can tell when you're out there, whether it's a match or it's a promo or a backstage, you're having a blast and you light up the screen.
Man, you have to have a blast at what you do. If you don't, you're going to self-destruct. Why force it? Why do anything you don't want to be doing? Change that motion.
It looked like you were having so much fun. If we go back to 2011 when you turned heel.
With me and Morrison, smoking a cigarette?
Yep.
Yeah, I had fun doing that, yes.
And then everything that came after that, like that was the invention of Little Jimmy, and a lot of people don't remember that.
That was the invention of Little Jimmy. Yes. Do you know people were taking pictures with an empty chair? Yeah, y'all was. Yeah, they was. They were like, "Hey, do you mind if we take a picture with Little Jimmy?" Like, by all means, take a picture with Little Jimmy. And they would get beside the chair, and they were just like, it would be nobody in the chair. So I was getting a kick out of this, you know what I'm saying? So as long as they went with it, I was going with it. But Little Jimmy was birthed, he was created, and the people loved him.
What was the genesis behind Little Jimmy?
I was calling them Little Jimmys. They were my Little Jimmys. All the John Cena fans, the one that wore the hats, the ones that wanted me to dance, the one that wanted me to be funny, they were John Cena. I just happened to turn to my side and say, "Oh, look at Little Jimmy." And I don't know, a lot of people was like, "Oh my God, he's talking to him right now. He's talking to Little Jimmy, there you go." And I looked too, so Little Jimmy was born on that stage that night.
Man.
And took off.
It did.
I actually wanted to get Little Jimmy an action figure, but it wouldn't be nothing in there. That would be dope, right?
It'd look a lot like the John Cena action figure.
I would have the box, the clear plastic, but would nothing be in there. And just say Little Jimmy.
That feels like a missed opportunity.
That would have been good. Yeah, I think Steph said, "Nah, Truth, we got to give him something." That's what they get the box. Right? They get the box.
They would have bought it.
They would have bought it.
I mean, the idea, you're floating out there right now.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
The Little Jimmy with nothing in it.
People would buy that.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
Would y'all buy a Little Jimmy with nothing in it? Okay. We might have to talk about that.
At
Let's
Hell
talk
in
to
a
the
Cell,
powers that be.
Hell in a Cell 2011, when you and Miz were just causing chaos, that felt like one of the most realistic segments, at least in like modern day wrestling. Like it just felt so authentic. Everyone's coming down there trying to open Hell in a Cell. What looked to be actual police officers are down there trying to do it. There was just it was very authentic.
It was me and Miz, man, was in that mode, man. We was ready to like grab the bull by the horns and ride it, man. It was again, at that time, it was time for Awesome Truth. And I think that was the first time of Awesome Truth. So we was in it to win it. So everything, man, was like coming up on the fly. Everything was just great. I love that moment. As of right now, that video has over 100 million views on it.
I think it's the second most viewed video.
Really?
On WWE's YouTube channel, or one of your videos is.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's great. That's great. Yeah, but Miz done went down the wrong hole now.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, he gonna get what he got coming to him.
That seems like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching The Wrestler, and I didn't know you were in the movie. And I was in the theater watching this, and I'm like, that's K Quick. There he is. He's right. And like you had lines in this. You weren't just like,
Yeah, man, that was crazy, man. I actually had a friend of mine, Eric Adams, he's a wrestler. Darren Aronofsky was shooting the movie. And he actually talked to me into holding another audition for me. And when I got there, he auditioned me, man, and gave me the part. We started doing it. Mickey Rourke saw me. We started talking, hanging out. And I think Mickey actually added more parts to the movie.
wow. Hey, you're trading lines with Mickey Rourke.
Yeah, he actually added more parts for me in the movie. So shout out to Mickey Rourke on that.
What a movie.
Did you like it?
Oh my gosh. He got robbed.
But it was deep though, right?
It was deep. And I don't want to spoil anything, but that ending.
Yeah,
man,
yeah. I mean, it shines a little tad bit of a light.
he got robbed. He should have won the Oscar for
You would think, right?
Best Actor that year. And Sean Penn's performance that year was very good in Milk. But I remember I interviewed Mickey Rourke a few months later, and I'm like,
You got robbed.
you got robbed. He's like, oh, thank you, brother.
I love Mickey. Yeah,
Come on.
cool.
What was Mickey Rourke like off camera?
Cool in the fan, dog. Cool dude, man. Straight shooter. I didn't know he was. He used to box too, man. But I love Mickey Rourke, man. He was down to earth, way more than you would think it would be.
And it looked like he had a real appreciation for what you guys do.
He did, man. Which he was asking a lot of questions about it too. You know what I'm saying? He was intrigued by it, and he respected the business as well. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was like a mutual type thing. You know what I'm saying?
It looked like he could actually work.
I think, yeah, for real.
Yeah. Like it looked like he could actually have a match.
I think Mickey Rourke would have a hell of a match.
Man,
Yes.
you're still doing some acting, right?
Still doing the acting. Still doing it. Still doing the acting. Actually creeping into a little bit of voiceover now.
Where?
I got this new country album coming out.
Bring it.
Country album coming out, man. It's called The White Album.
Okay. When's it come out?
Probably first song will be coming out mid-November, probably towards late after Thanksgiving.
That's like right around now.
Right around the corner.
Okay.
I just did a holiday song, man. I got so much music coming out right now. I got just released a song coming out tomorrow called For Real. It's about just life. Just about what you do it for. What do you do? What you do, and where you do it, who you do it for. You do all this. A lot of people do it for themselves.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have kids. I do a lot of stuff that I do, whether it's me grinding, whether it's me hours in the airport, whatever I do, I do it for my family. Me is, I'm the second thought. Me was that guy that was learning and adapting and evolving through time to become this vessel that would take care of a lot of people, my family. I still take care of my mom, my dad. So it's like, I do this for my family. And this song I got coming out called For Real is about that. It's just putting in people's mind that question, asking people, you know what I'm saying? What do you do it for? Who do you do it for? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then I got a holiday song coming out called Holiday Feels. And it's just, when you were younger, man, like in the holiday time felt so good. You know what I'm saying? Like just being with your family, just being around loved ones or people your family brought over that respected the family, like it just made you feel good. And I think like as of recent, everybody just missing that feel good. So much negative energy, so much negative media. It's just negativity is everywhere. It's gonna always be there. But Holiday Feels is about just feeling good again.
I love that.
Bringing that good feeling back.
Yeah, there's a real magic around the holidays.
It's always been magic there if you look for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just get older and we get out of that element.
I'm a relatively new dad. So my daughter.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you so
Welcome
much.
to the club. Yeah.
Thank you. My daughter's 18 months. And as I sit here right now, baby boy will be here in 3 weeks or so.
Wow. Okay. So you doubling up on it. Okay.
Doubling up. But I now see the world through my daughter's eyes, right? And there's a real magic of like, we just put the Christmas tree up.
Yes.
And I just, oh, wow. I see that in her eyes.
Yes.
And it brings me to that situation of going, oh man, I feel like as we get older, we forget that magic exists.
We forget because we get to lifing life. We get to living and life does its things on us and we forget certain things that gives us life.
Yes.
Just that moment of her with that tree. How many times do you think you're going to be able to do that with her? So it's important.
Yeah.
Those times mean something. Those times are magical. Don't forget to grasp hold of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like when I first became a dad, I saw something on Instagram. It's like, if you're lucky, you get 18 summers. And it's like, what?
Yeah, when you break it down and count,
Yeah.
it makes you think about it, right?
Yes.
Boom. It makes you think about it. How many more times do you get to put a tree up with her? I'll tell you this right here. This weirdly, my 10-year-old still sleep well. My 9-year-old still sleep with me and my wife. And she just recently stopped sleeping with us. And it broke my heart.
Oh.
And the week before that, she packed up all her baby dolls, all her toys. She's done, like, I'm done with the dolls. Like, I got three girls. So I went through that stage of like, and this is my last daughter. It's like, so this is it. My little girl is growing up now. No more baby dolls. She don't want to sleep with us anymore. She's like, I want to be in my own room. I'm like, but I thought you was going to, time. Cherish those moments.
And it just reminds me of this too shall pass. The good times, this too shall pass. The bad times, this too shall pass.
Yes.
Yeah.
So enjoy it, man.
Yeah. Did you ever have a point in your career where you didn't think you'd be able to keep doing this? Like this injury you had recently, did you feel like that might be the end for you?
At one point, I thought it was because it was when I caught the infection. And see, a lot of people thought I just tore my quad tendon. I did tear the quad tendon, but I think like a couple weeks out when I was supposed to go get the sutures out, it wasn't healing. And that's when they found out I had 5 different bacteria and they like staph, MRSA, their cousins and kinfolks and relatives. Yeah, but it was bad. It was so bad the doctor wouldn't even give me a high five. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I know it sounds crazy, like I want a high five with the doctor, but like, you know what I'm saying? He did work on me, man, bro. It's cool, man. Like, oh, bro, it's gonna be like, he's like, nah.
He didn't want to catch that.
Not catch it. He was like, bro, you don't have time to be high five. This is serious. Like, this is like, he said, what are you doing this afternoon? I just went to get my stitches out.
Yeah.
He said, what are you doing this afternoon? I said, I'm going to pick my kids up. He said, can somebody else go do it? I'm like, why? He's like, we need to take you to surgery now.
Oh.
Yeah, so everything went from ha to like, boy, you better be ready. You know what I'm saying? So it was serious. There was a chance I could lose my leg.
What?
Yes. So that's how serious it got. The infection was that bad that he thought they were going to have to amputate if they couldn't get it slowed down. I was on antibiotics, man. That was like, think about it. I think I was paying like, it was $4,700 a week for it. I was on the heavy stuff just to get out. I had a pick line here the first 6 weeks, and I had to have a pick line there.
See still have the scars on both arms.
See, people didn't know that. They just saw me on, they just saw me, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't know it. Like deep down, it was like, might be gone. Like, so it was, and my mind was thinking way ahead. It wasn't just thinking, it was thinking, okay, if you don't have this, what are you going to do? You have to think that was, he told my wife that. He didn't think I heard him. I heard him like, if this doesn't get controlled, he said, we have to think of other options. She was like, what do you mean other options? He's like, amputation. So I'm like, what the fuck is my, excuse me. I'm like, what the, you know what I'm saying? Like, he can tell me that. But that's when I was thinking of, wow, I'm not going to go back to this again. How am I going to adapt? It wasn't a woe is me. It was a, how can I adapt? How can I reroute this thing? It's always about rerouting. Can't crash out no more.
That sounds really scary.
It was scary. It was scary, man, but it's a part of life, man. It was, I think it was just moving so fast that I just took it as it came.
You're also at a stage of your career with what you're doing where you don't need to be in the ring. Like, I feel like you can be in WWE till you're 100 doing what you're doing. And you'll still look the same.
That was Roll Down said, yeah. Roll Down says that too, man. I like being in the ring. I think, and I'm like Rey Mysterio with this right here. I'll let my body be the guide and be the answer to that. Like,
and you're listening to your body.
I will always listen to my body, always. And right now, man, to be honest, man, I've never felt as healthy as I feel now. Clear-minded, clear-headed, still can do my backflips, still can do my splits. There's a lot of things the generation hadn't even seen me do yet, and I still can do. Like you said, sometimes I don't need to do it. I just, give an opportunity, I will go out there and show that, oh, shit, he can still go.
But the great thing about doing comedic work is you're not taking as many bumps. And every wrestler talks about you got a bump card, right?
Yeah.
You only have so many bumps your body can take.
That's a Booker T line, yes.
That is a Booker T line.
Yes, you only got so many bumps to take. Yeah, man. And when you've gotten when you get to that level to where like you don't have to, man, it's a blessing, right? Especially when you can get the same numbers, you can get the same effect, and you can send them home happy.
Yeah.
That's one of the wrestlers' motto. We have to send these people home happy. And when I can send them home happy, they can read something, they're happy. I send them on that roller coaster, my job is done.
Do you think about how much longer you want to do this for?
I don't. I never think about time. It'll come to me. I think every answer we seek, look for, it'll come to us in due time.
What's the hardest part about what you do in WWE? Is it the travel? Like if we break down the fourth wall right now, it's almost midnight as we sit here in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah.
Your flight just landed a little while ago. You've got to get up tomorrow, go to work for your call time. Is it the travel?
I can't say that, Chris, because it's part of the gig.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for how many years? I've missed flights. I've been in airports probably more time than people that work there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's part of the gig.
Yeah.
There's nothing too hard about this that makes it hard, that I'm not used to, that I haven't been through, that I don't expect. In this business, this line of work, man, not just professional wrestling, but any line of work, entertainment-wise, you got to be willing to go, man. You got to be willing to like take it, give it, receive it. You know what I'm saying? Run with it.
On the flip side of it, what's the best part about your job?
Everything. All the perks, the love, the notoriety, meeting different people, meeting different cultures, going different places. I've been to so many parts of the world, man, and I've seen more than the eyes probably have seen. I've seen places people only will read about in books. I've been there. I've been in pyramids. I've experienced so much in life, man, because of what I do for a living. And those perks, I could write a novel on the things that these perks give you. Not only does it give you that, it gives you a sense of, I know people.
Yeah.
Big thank you to NordVPN for sponsoring this episode and for always supporting the channel. I don't use the internet anywhere without NordVPN. I mean, you've got a lock on your door. You should protect yourself when you're online too. Public Wi-Fi is notorious for being a spot where hackers like to hang out to try to steal your data. NordVPN protects you on there, and I love how easy it is to use, whether that's on your phone, your tablet, or your laptop. And you can change your virtual location with just one click and access content that's not available where you live. You can also use it to get pay-per-views for a fraction of the cost. So head to nordvpn.com/CVV to get yourself protected and to save yourself some money. Look at this deal they have going on right now. Less than $3 a month will get you covered, and you get 4 extra months for free. That's nordvpn.com/CVV. nordvpn.com/CVV.
When people talk about the Mount Rushmore of comedic wrestlers, you are number one on that. Everyone,
You think so?
everyone's always like, okay, it's our truth.
Okay.
And then Santino, and then, they kind of throw in 2 other people after that. How does that make you feel?
It feels good. I really like that. Rock was funny too, though.
Rock
Is very funny. You know what I'm saying?
Like, Kurt Angle was really funny.
Kurt Angle is funny. Cena is funny.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of funny. Booker's funny.
Booker's funny.
So yeah, but
Stone Cold was funny.
Stone Cold was funny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to be on that Mount Rushmore, man, I mean, I like that. I like it. I hope they give me a smile and don't make my nose big. You know what I'm saying?
What's the comedic moment in your career you're most proud of? And we're going to run through a bunch of them here, but
I don't know. Probably the Brock Lesnar's the first. The Brock, actually, me and Triple H we've had plenty. The one with Little Jimmy. Me and him have had some good comedic moments. There's so many, man, to call out.
you've had some really good ones in the Royal Rumble.
Yes, the hot tag.
Hot tag in the Royal Rumble?
Yes, who
Was it Dom that tagged you?
That was Dom, but who? I don't know if it was Jason Jordan or Kenny Dykstra. Somebody came to me and said, "Hey, you should do a hot tag." I can't. Could have been Shane Helms. One of those guys gave me the idea to do a hot tag, and I'm like, a hot tag. And I started laughing. I said, "You think they were like, bro, they would love it?" And it worked.
Well, because you went all in. You're holding the tag rope.
You gotta believe it, man. You gotta go all in. If you're gonna do it, do it. Yes.
You bringing the ladder out in the middle of the Royal Rumble?
Yes, that was a fan's idea. Yes, I do read those tweets. I see them all too. So watch what you're saying. But yeah, I saw a fan tweet that I used to run in there, go in there with the ladder, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's funny." Took it to creative, and they was like, "Let's do it."
Well, the best part about it is you're climbing the ladder, and the crowd starts getting behind it.
Yes,
The crowd starts like not just laughing, cheering.
they co-signed the bullshit. Sorry, stuff. The bull stuff, poop. Yeah, feces.
And then you reach for it.
yes, I committed.
You committed.
You got to go all in, man. You can't go halfway.
That's
I
the
don't even know if that's PG. All in as far as like what you're doing for what you want to do. Go all the way.
Did you come up with the PG line off the cuff?
Did I? I think I did. Did I come up with the PG line? That was me and Wade Barrett, the first one to do that line.
With the Pinocchio nose.
Yes, no, that was written. I forgot. I think Brian came up with that line for me. I think Brian came up with it because when they showed it to me, I saw the Pinocchio nose get long. I'm like, oh man. I said, can we do that? Is that PG? And they was like, oh my God, that's good. Can you say it? I said, I don't even know if is it PG? Can we do that? And it was like, yeah, you can say that. So, yeah.
It sounds like the best advice here is just go all in. Like it's you got to commit.
You got to.
And that doesn't even feel like wrestling advice. That just feels like life advice.
All the way, 1,000%. If you don't go all the way, you'll never get in.
I had a conversation with Eugene, and he was talking about that. Like, if he didn't believe what he was doing with his character, how could he possibly expect the millions of people watching at home to believe it too?
It's the same as with acting. If you can't convince me that that's that character, how you want me to believe in that character? I can't believe in what I'm not seeing. I can't believe, you know what I'm saying? You have to go all in so people can see you all in.
Yeah. Whose idea was it for you to enter the Women's Royal Rumble?
I think it was Jason Jordan. I think that was his too. Or Shane Helm. Those guys are good. Shane Helm, Jason Jordan, and Kenny Dykstra. Those three are like, they beat my ear a lot.
So they're coming up with a lot of these ideas?
Excuse me. They come up with some good ones. One of those guys came up with the women's, me going to the women's battle royal. I think it was Shane Helms.
Where are the guys at?
Yes. Yes. That was good.
Do you crack yourself?
Oh yeah, all the time. When they give me something, if I laugh at it, they're happy that I'm laughing at it because now I become that. Once I read and see it, I become it. And I'm all in.
How about the time when Big Show is just laying waste to everybody in the ring? And then it's you and Big Show and you're like, I got it. And you knock yourself out.
Everybody got that, right? Everybody got that, right?
Yeah.
Let me do it. You don't have to do it. I'll do it, and I'll give myself a good one. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was one of my good ones.
How'd you come up with that?
They came up with that one, which was great. I just went all in. You got to go all in.
And I think your face when you're down on the mat really showed you were all in.
All in, man. Yeah, man. Yes. I want you to believe. I don't need him to hit me. I want him to believe that I'm going to hit myself hard enough to where you don't have to do it.
How do you keep coming up with new stuff?
You have to reinvent yourself all the time. You have to evolve. You have to stay up with the time. And you won't age out. If you keep coming up, you have to just like you're only as good as your last match. That's saying you have to always just evolve. You have to resurf. You have to reinvent yourself. Life is about reinvent. Like everything changes. Like I was around when they didn't have telephones. Not when they had pigeons, but when they had like pages and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't around when they had. I don't know. I heard they had pigeons, but I don't know about that. But when they had, you got mail, AOL. You know what I'm saying? Like so. You just evolve, Chris. You got to evolve, man. With everything. Musically, theatrically, whether it's visual, everything evolves.
Where's the inspiration for music come from for you?
Life. I got a great producer, man. Jay Trax, Justin Echoes, man. He knows me well. He inspires me a lot he's a real artist. And to see a real artist at work, you know what I'm saying? It's inspiring to me. Music is a part of me. Like, think about the music when you think about wrestling. When you hear that intro, that music, it sets the tone.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? When you hear that glass break, you know it's awesome coming. Music sets the tone, man. So music has always been a part of my life. That just itself is influential to me. But just being around people like Jay Trax, man, being around people that's in that same light, that same aura that I am as far as musically gifted, musically oriented. It's just always been a part of my life.
You're so right, though. The music sets a tone.
It sets the tone for everything.
And your music, especially with you interacting with the crowd, with what's up, like that sets the tone immediately. If someone's never watched wrestling and they see that, they're like, oh, I get it.
They get
know exactly what I'm supposed to do here.
Simplicity. It involves the crowd for one. It's interaction. And I think a lot of our audience want to be involved. And a lot of people don't involve them. I will involve you.
Where did that concept come from to involve them in your entrance theme?
Just reading the crowd. Just knowing people. Reading the matches before my match. Reading the arena. Reading the energy.
Because that goes back to when you were with Road Dogg, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like you say what's up, the crowd says what's up.
Yes.
And you've got them.
You got them. When you can engage, once you engage with them, you have a split second to get their attention and keep it to where it's now we will be involved with this. We want to be involved. The crowd, the audience is there to participate. They did a yell, curse, scream, have a good time. They want to go on that roller coaster ride. So the more you involve them, the more you make them a part of the show, bigger the show becomes.
But not a lot of people get a live mic on their entrance.
You're right about that. You're right. I ain't looking at it, but you're right.
Think about it.
You're right about that.
Like Road Dogg's one of the very few other ones.
You're right. A lot of people don't get a lot. You know, you're right about that. I didn't think of that.
How did you get that worked into your entrance?
From the first time. I've always done that. Always done that. I never had the earbuds. Road Dogg talked to me to give me the earbuds because it's so loud out there.
Oh, so like a monitor?
Yes, in my ears. But I've always, since Jack Crockett got me involved with wrestling, Bill Barron's the NWA Wild Side, I've always come to the ring with the microphone. Man. And when I signed, they let me do that. I went straight to New York, recorded What's Up. Actually, I had already recorded What's Up. I went and redid my vocals on that. Me and Road Dogg. I've always had the microphone. It's just been, that's my stick.
Yeah. Who would you say is the person you've learned the most from in this industry?
Oh, man. So many people, man. I don't want to leave nobody out. I learned a lot, man. Road Dogg, Rey Mysterio, Cena.
Your childhood hero.
My childhood hero. Rikishi, Umaga, believe it or not. Me and him used to ride together a lot. From Roman, from Randy. I've learned a lot, man. I just take a little bit from each person I'm around. You know, they say, show me your friends, I show you your future. Mm. So a lot of my friends that I'm around, man, are like a conglomerate of good guys that are like, boom, they're successful men that think this way, think that way. So I just take a little bit from each person and their aspects of the business and put it to my own.
What do you think young talent's learning from you now?
I get a lot of longevity. They want to learn longevity.
And I think also probably timing, you know?
Timing.
Which seems to be a theme with what we're talking about here.
I tell a lot of young talent timing. And I was like, well, they're not doing nothing with me right now. I'm not a timing. Timing. Don't wait to get ready. Stay ready. So when it's your time, you're ready.
Mm. When you won the United States Championship, it looked like you weren't supposed to win against Shinsuke Nakamura. Because you
not there.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, but then you guys kept wrestling. So,
man, that was crazy. If I can remember this correctly, we had maybe another 2 or 3 more spots to go to, and that was it. I was going to get it anyway.
Yeah,
but there was a strict rule: if you don't kick out at 3, referee's gonna get fined. If you don't, if he did not want that, don't hold your hand. You better slap that motherfucker. Excuse me. Sorry. You better slap it down, right? So Kyoto did his job.
Yeah.
Shinsuke didn't kick out. So it was just, and we were like, oh shit. Sorry. We're like, oh shoot. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Like, that was it. That was a wrap. That was, he did his job, you did your job, blah, blah, blah. Boom. Champion.
Huh.
All right.
But it made it look like you weren't supposed to win.
If a bullfrog had wings, it wouldn't hit his ass every time he hopped. I don't know.
That sounds like a phrase from the South.
It could be. Yeah, they don't have bullfrogs in the North?
Sure, yeah, of course.
Okay, it could be
I'm
a
from
Northern
Canada.
thing too.
We got bullfrogs.
Do they ever have wings?
No, sir.
All right, well, he hit his ass every time he hopped.
You got any other great quotes like that? That's a good one.
That's good.
When you talk about timing and everything, timing and being right, would you think about your character turning heel again? I think there's a certain section of the audience that wants to see Raw and the Truth killings.
Yeah.
They want to see you win another World Heavyweight Championship or another championship.
There's a part of me that do want to turn heel again. I think the selfish part, just for people to see me as this heel. Because I think a couple generations have just known me to be R-Truth, the fun guy, the comedic guy. A lot of people haven't seen that side of me that still can be brought out. There's times I've went and talked about turning heel, and like, Truth, I don't think people want to see you as a heel. They don't want to see you. You make people feel good. And it's like, somebody didn't know, Rey Mysterio never been a heel before at WWE. He never was.
It was just filthy animals in WCW.
That was the closest he ever gotten, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, am I just like Ray? Am I just like there's a part of me that want to turn heel, that want to selfishly, because I can be a good heel. I can be a good asshole. You know what I'm saying? But then there's that part of me that there's so many bad guys. I got to be one of the good ones. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's a bad guy.
Yeah.
It's easy to be a bad guy. So easy. Can you be a good guy? Do you know, like, even being a good guy, there's people that still say, you suck! And you're not supposed to say that to a good guy. You're supposed to cheer him. Like, nah, you suck.
Yeah.
You suck. I hope he beats you up. Like, yeah. But you still got to be a good guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's, the selfish part of me would love to turn heel and be a heel, but there's the majority of me is like, I could never be a heel.
Yeah, you've crossed over this line. Like you've gone from loved to beloved.
And people would think it's cool if I did something bad. If I did some heelish shit, they would think it's cool. I smoked a cigarette, and they thought that was the coolest thing on TV. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you can't, to be a heel, you have to be grimy. You have to be like, to get that real, genuine hatred, heel heat. Mine would be more of like, they would want me to like bash somebody's head in. Do it like this. Selfishly, I would love to see it one time, but I don't have to.
Yeah. I think people just expect like goofiness out of you.
That's what they expect, the goofiness. Yes.
And again, you've got real longevity with this. You know?
Longevity. And I like to like take the R-Truth character into a thing to where they see it as a goofy character, but I've maneuvered my way into plenty championship matches.
Yeah.
And it's almost like I like to play the sense of like, I get the last laugh, in a sense. Sometimes playing goofy or playing the person that doesn't know, used to be the one that knows. And acting like R-Truth, sometimes I go over the edge with it, but Truth always knows the truth.
Mm. There's like an extra layer of that because your name is Truth.
I always know the truth.
Mm. I feel like you single-handedly saved the 24/7 championship.
You think so?
Well, with great respect, it was not coming out of the gate. It was not very well received.
It wasn't received good. Yeah, you're right. Everybody said it was ugly. Yeah.
Mick Foley took it out of that bag to like no reaction.
Yeah, they said it was ugly. They said it was ugly. It was an ugly baby, right?
But you did something to that championship. You turned it around.
Yeah, I made it beautiful. I made him accept the baby, right?
How did you get your hooks into that? How did you make it your own?
I went all in. You got to go all in. Can't go halfway. I had fun. I was able to throw a lot of creative in there. The numbers that it was doing was ridiculous. Like 15, 20 million views a week. Like more views than it was getting on TV. Did you know Forbes magazine did a write-up about it?
Really?
Google that. Forbes magazine did a write-up about the 24/7 title and the numbers that it was doing. So that in itself was an incentive for me. That was a booster for me. So I was getting those numbers, plus this like commercials like the Yin Yang just for 24/7. Like it was doing its thing.
What was the first 24/7 segment that really popped off?
When I first won it. The first night, me and Bobby Roode. Did I come to SmackDown? I came to SmackDown. They called me the day before and said, hey, they got a new title. Why don't you come to SmackDown? They'll put a title on you. And then when Bobby Roode came out, and I took it from him at the car and said, I'm taking the title to Monday Night Raw. Millions of views on that. And it took off ever since then.
What do you think was the most ridiculous 24/7 segment?
Oh, man, there was so many of them that was good, man.
So good.
I could tell you some good stories on some. The plane was good. The plane was good.
The gender, yeah.
Drake's wedding was good.
Wasn't that his actual wedding?
That was his real wedding. That was a real wedding, y'all. That was funny. The thing in New York, the Christmas lighting tree, oh man, they robbed us, dog, so bad. Like we had these horses. The guy had the horses, and we had to pay him more money for the horses to run. They wouldn't even run. They would trot, and it was cold. You know, New York is cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, my horse won't run. My horse won't run.
My horse won't run unless you give me more money.
More money. Like I said, well, he didn't say it at first. He's like, we trying to shoot this thing like, supposed to be running, right? With the championship running. And he's like, the horse is just trotting. And I can't remember who the producer was. Like, can you get your horse to run? He said, run. I said, give him some money. And they put out $20. Horse started trotting then. A trot, not a run. It would trot, man. So if you go back and look at that footage, you would see like, and it was so funny that it was in slow motion, we kept it. You would think we were running and it's slow motion because we got a $20 trot from the horse. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of the great ones. The golf course.
And Jinder's in his full wrestling gear.
Man, you should saw people looking at us out there. And Carmella drugged me with that golf cart from one end of the fence to the other end. Because I thought I could outrun the golf cart. Didn't know the guy gave us the fastest one he had souped up. Oh. Yeah. So I said, we ain't got but one take. I said, you push that gas. You better push that gas. And she pushed it. And I ran, and that last leap I took, I was holding on for dear life. Because she was moving with it. If you go back and watch that, you can tell I almost didn't get it.
And are there golfers like...
Oh my God, they were belly laughing. Oh my God, look at... Yeah, they were belly
And they're
laughing.
in the middle of a round of golf.
Yes. Watching us do this. Shenanigans. It was great.
Maybe they got to bring the 24/7 title back.
I don't have no problem with it.
Like, it going away just feels like that really robbed you.
I don't have no problem with it. I'm in Judgment Day, man. I got so much stuff going on.
You're in Judgment Day?
Yeah. I want to kick Damian out.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not no more, though. I'm not in them.
Yeah.
I'm not in them no more. I cut them loose, dog. Got new friends now.
That stuff was so good.
You like that? I love the Judgment Day stuff. I love it.
It was so good because they're trying to be so serious.
Yes.
And you're doing whatever you can to make it the least serious.
R-Truth. R-Truth just throw me in the mix, man. And I don't even have to just be there. I would have to say anything and it just melts out to be like, okay, something's not right here.
Yeah.
Right?
The jelly rolls.
That was one of my great ones. The Judgment Day stuff was a good moment too. I like all the Judgment Day stuff.
Is there anything you didn't like?
No, it's not. Because I go all in. I become it.
Yeah. There's a real lesson in that.
Yeah, man, go all in.
Was when the 24/7 title was originally introduced, did you know you were going to win a bunch of times?
No.
Because you saw that graphic that we shared. Actually, it was Troy that made that graphic.
Really?
Yeah, of all your WWE championships that you've won.
Yeah, and then that one, yes.
And then there's
That has a lot of views on that, man. A lot of hits on that.
54 24/7 titles.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm gonna pull this up so we can.
That's crazy, man. I remember when they drafted me to Raw because of that.
Because of the 24/7 title?
Well, it was USA's title, and they wanted pretty much was the mascot for it.
Like, look at this. It's 2 hardcore titles, the United States Championship, Tag Team Championship, United States title, then 54.
All of those, wow.
54
Yeah, that's crazy.
24/7 titles. Oh, and then
That's
one
a lot
more.
of pins.
And then one more tag title.
That's a lot of pins, right? It's a lot of covering, ain't it? I'll take it. I'll take it.
It's pretty amazing.
It's pretty good, man. Thank you.
So when you go into the Hall of Fame one day, who should induct you?
Probably Road Dogg, right?
That would make a lot of sense.
I think Road Dogg.
Or Triple H could come out and you could thank Tommaso Ciampa.
Yes, for inducting me into the Hall of Fame. Yes, that would be good.
You've seen that meme, right? Like where it's you at the Hall of Fame speech and you're like thanking people for coming to something completely different.
No.
It's like you're like thanking people for, let me see, I'll pull
Are
it
you
up.
serious? They did me like that? Wow. People have too much time on their hands.
Well, you know, you're too fun.
Okay.
It's I'm going to pull it up here.
I'll take it.
R-Truth when he gets inducted in the Hall of Fame. I just want to say thank you for choosing me as King of the Ring. This is such an honor.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Who did this? Very funny. Hardy, hard. That's great.
So
That's
good.
great.
I think the best part about what you do is you're not afraid to laugh at yourself.
Nah, man. I learned that a long time ago. You can't be afraid to laugh at yourself, make a fool of yourself if you want to be in this business. Can't take life too serious. Life don't take you serious. It do serious shit to you. Excuse me. Stuff to you. But yeah, can't be afraid to laugh at yourself.
No, and I think that that's what makes you so endearing.
Yeah, and it separates you, man. It separates you from a lot of people that's just too stiff or just a stiff stick in the mud. It just separates you.
Yeah. Also, I feel like you bring the best out in people.
Yes, and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
How could that be a bad thing?
Because why can't they bring the best out of themselves before meeting someone that have to bring it out of them?
Some people are just too
Stick
stuck
in the mud. They see you want to say it.
Some people are just too stuck in their own head, you know? Too stuck in focusing on all of these other things.
You're right about that. And I try to see the good in everybody. And I feel like everybody got some type of good in them. But I mean, this is life. There's a lot of people that's just bad.
Yeah. What do you think's been the highlight of your in-ring career?
Oh, I can't pinpoint one. The highlight? All of it. I can't pinpoint one. There's just so much, man. It's too much to choose from to pick one.
Yeah.
That's like people ask me, what is your favorite match? What's your favorite place you've been? Like you're going to get a variety of so many things in life. To pick one, you'd be selling yourself short because each one has its own unique feel, its own vibe, its own message, its own story, its own relatableness to you. Each one has its own different everything, man. So it's like, it'd be hard for me just to pick one.
What did beating Ken Shamrock for the TNA Championship. What'd that mean to you at that point in your career?
Oh, that was dope at that time. That was mind blowing. Again, it felt like I had made it. Felt like I had succeeded. I overcame the adversities. I broke the stereotype. I made it. It was a warm feeling of accomplishment. I was proud of myself.
I think people still look back on it now.
Yes. People still talk about that now.
Yeah.
And that's a moment in history that I will always be proud of.
You've got a hell of a career.
Yes. And I still ain't done yet.
That's the thing. I'm telling you, you're going to wrestle to your 100.
I don't know about that, but yeah. We'll let the body, man, and let the universe be the timekeeper with that. I just do what I do.
Yeah. Thank you for making this happen.
Thank you, man.
You are the best. And I will ask you the question I ask everybody at the end here. Gratitude's so big for me. I wake up every day, I say out loud 3 things I'm grateful for. My wife and I do it before we go to bed. Truth, what are 3 things in your life you're grateful for right now?
My life, my family, and people. People make the world go round.
Yeah. I feel like I learned a lot from this one.
Huh?
I feel like I learned a lot.
We all do.
Go all in.
Yes, go all in or don't go at all. If you go halfway, man, you're not getting the full effect of it, and you're not giving your full self.
So good. Thank you, man.
Thank you.